Hey traders, checking in on the stock market today. I'm more frazzled than I've been in a long time. Very actively trading today. I'll show you everything that I was looking at. Broader market is still holding up just fine as we continue to see rotation going on. Bears still have to prove it if we're going to see any downside from here. And daily inside bars on SPY and QQQ. Let's check it. All right, so SPY daily inside bar. The bulls defended the low of yesterday and held it by 9 pennies. And QQQ held the low of yesterday by 27 pennies. So inside bars. SPY technically has the pattern of a cup and handle here, just in terms of the all-time high resistance, consolidation, inability to break the all-time high with a double top, and now trying for a bull flag. So that's something to keep an eye on. Keep it simple. If the EMA 12 support continues to hold, then it's a possible daily bull flag and a possible cup and handle like setup. And again, the higher opens and lower closes, we're just seeing rotation. Today was the energy sector that had a big day, and we were seeing a lot of chop around in XLF and XLV. And as we talked about in the video yesterday, when there's not a ton of volatility in the broader market, go find the volatility. And boy, those Reddit names put on an absolute show. I'll go over how I traded AMC today, TLRY, BB. We'll look at that all at the end of this video. So SPY. Inside bars, break bearish, still consolidating on the daily, break bullish, and we're looking at the all-time high. QQQ, same deal, break bearish, still consolidating on the daily, looking for the higher low, break bullish, and it's a potential bull flag, looking at 335.79 and 336.65 resistances. IWM stood out for the bulls yesterday, a little bit of follow through today. IWM has a higher low every day for 5 days, 230.95 resistance approaching. And when it's time to pull back, plenty of space for a daily higher low to form from here. Financial sector, potential daily bull flag. So coming off the all-time high, broke the low of yesterday, no bear follow through. Lower wicks. It's the same pattern though. Higher open, 9 days in a row. Look at how we started the morning. All pullback, and then the bulls just recovered for the rest of the day. That has been the pattern for the last 2 weeks. And again, if we keep the daily uptrend, bulls keep complete control. Support of 37.22 to maintain the daily higher lows. There's our energy sector breakout. Higher highs. Is that all-time highs? Can't be. No. Post-COVID highs. Daily higher lows remain. Nice save by the bulls. Got real tight, and then things opened up, led by oil and natural gas to the upside. Healthcare was big in red yesterday, kept pulling back today, not nearly as significant of a bear day, but it is our weakest major sector very easily as we look for a weekly higher low to try and form, testing EMA 12 support at the moment. Biotech sector, still bulls have a lot of proving to do. Still a daily higher low pattern, have to maintain that. If we break the high of today, tomorrow, our new daily higher low is set at 125.49. And again, these bulls must maintain this daily higher low pattern to keep this growth rotation going and to try and set a monthly higher low. Our strongest growth names have broken bull over the high of May, and our weaker names are not close to doing so. And I would say more names have not broken bullish than names that have. NIO has, and some other names have, but most names have not. If we lose the daily higher lows from here, it is a potential weekly bear flag. SMH. NVDA continues to be a star of the show. SMH higher low every day for 9 days in a row. Daily inside bar, but this is our highest close. And again, it's doing what QQQ does, but stronger. So now we're looking up at, if we break the inside bar bearish, tons of space for a daily higher low. And we're looking up at 253.13 and 254.41 if we get an inside bar bull break. NVDA will be on back burner trade watch. Google back burner trade to find out more about what that is. But watching for first hourly oversold conditions to scout a daily higher low next time we pull back. TAN. Not much going on today. Support on the daily, 76.94. Did break. So that's not ideal. Losing that daily high or low here. Has our weekly lower high been set? We'll give the bulls a couple pennies to work with, but potential that is our weekly lower high. If we see a red day tomorrow, weekly lower high is set, and we're looking back down at 67.69, and it's then up to the bulls to confirm a weekly trend change if we're going to see bounce follow through. ARC, another name, daily consolidation. No red flags, trying to form a daily high or low. If the inside bar breaks bull, we'll have a new support level to be going off of. If that happens, I will move my stop loss up on my swing position to under 110. That'll be our new daily high or low, and that'll ensure, worst case scenario, I walk away with profit. Some pretty good profit. And if that were to happen and we lose the daily high or lows, again, it would be a weekly lower high being set, and I would be fine sitting on the sidelines and watching to see if the bulls can keep their control once losing the daily high or lows. But first things first, we have to set that daily high or low. USMJ, bulls buying some of the dip here. Held the low of yesterday, daily inside bar. Canadian MJ keeps standing out because they are traded on the higher exchanges. Most USMJ names, the MSOs, are traded on the OTC, TLRY, CGC. And again, if you remember the broader market video back from May 24th, we were talking about the MJ sector being a laggard growth sector, and they followed through in as good a way as we could have possibly hoped. And that's TLRY, CGC, ACB, Cron. Ever since then, just big rotation and a shift in momentum. Demand outweighing supply, shorts being forced to cover, and nice opportunity for day trading. So again, I head into every day now just a little bit lazier, just knowing I will have trading opportunity on TLRY or on AMC or on BB or GME, on all these massive volatile names. There will be setups for me to trade. And I just wait for the ranges to develop on the morning, and I trade late morning into the afternoon. I don't think I placed my first trade today until, and I didn't trade any of those names until at least an hour into the morning. The VIX, daily inside bar today, has to break bullish to get some bounce follow through, but we are anticipating a daily lower high as the most likely scenario on any bounce, anything under 25.96. The dollar still weak. No daily trend change. If we do not break 90.44, the dollar bears keep complete control. And right now, they're keeping complete control, which is keeping the metal bulls confident. I'm watching for 4-hour equilibriums on the metals. Anything under 19.16 will be a 4-hour lower high. And watching for these to tighten into the end of the week on both gold and silver. Nice bounces, but a lot of space to form that 4-hour lower high. And how those 4-hour equilibriums break will obviously determine a lot as far as the momentum into next week. Do the bulls keep complete control, or is it time for more significant daily consolidation and potentially weekly consolidation if those 4-hour time frames break bare? But for now, bulls are in the driver's seat because the dollar bulls aren't proving anything. Miners are still sideways. Very curious to see how this range breaks. Potential for clues. If we break bear or break bull before the metals give us direction, we can use that as a clue. Sideways for days. Oil, 4-hour EMA 12 keeps holding. Another leg up. No real follow through, but bulls are keeping their control. New key support will be 67.42 to maintain the 4-hour higher lows, and the daily chart keeping that breakout going. And natural gas, daily inside bar, break it bare. Bulls have to form a higher low compared to 2.848, and if we break it bull, we're looking right back at 3.12.2. So overall, not much going on in the broader market. Sideways, rotation, bulls keeping control, bears not proving a whole lot on daily time frames. And we're just watching to see, do we continue to see rotation into growth? Do we see any signs of fear? And as of right now, it's a bit ambiguous as far as whether rotation into growth will continue Need those daily higher lows and higher highs to keep following through. And as far as fear, no sign of it, as long as some of our major sectors are holding up while others pull back. So trades I took today. Started off real slow. Started with a Tesla bounce trade, and it was a non-event trade. Played the flush down to 611, got a fill at 614, got another fill at 612, looking for a QQQ bounce to take place at the same time, and I exited on this 5-minute bear flag. And it was a taco win, tiny win, insignificant. So I started the morning spinning my wheels. No flow, no momentum, and then AMC just went absolutely nuts. And it was just, I must have traded AMC 25 times today. Just rapid fire. And again, I haven't traded this actively in months in the stock market. And this is the kind of scenario where I am just flipping. Give me my daymaker, 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 daymaker. On AMC alone, I must have had maybe 9 daymakers, maybe 2 or 3 day losers, and then maybe 2 break-even trades. Something like that. What was I doing? Using the EMAs as my guide. And just a quick example, there were a couple other patterns as well. We would halt a few times, and when we would halt, and when we would unhalt, if you buy as soon as we unhalt and put your stop under the low, there would be 5 to 10% of follow through in minutes. It was like money was growing on trees. And we've seen that before in some major breakout sectors, but I haven't seen it in a while, and it was just automatic. Just buy the gap, buy the halt, opening back up, and instant gains. I was getting day makers in 22 seconds. The EMAs, how I would use them, we hit the top climax. Look at this pullback to the 1-minute EMA. Just a waterfall drop. 12% in 1-minute candle. This is why I'm scalping. I'm not holding these positions. I was out of most of these trades in less than 2 minutes. And on the size of the positions that I was taking, a $2 move was a day maker or a day loser. So we drop down to 1-minute EMA 12. I make my entry. Maybe I get filled 65, 66s. And I'm out in the 68, 69s. 22, I think that was the one that was 22 seconds and a day maker. So then from there I say, okay, we got our 1-minute EMA 12. Things are slowing down a little bit. I'm now waiting. I'm waiting for the 5-minute EMA 12 test. We haven't done that in a long time. Last 5-minute EMA 12 test was before we just ran 30%. So the trade came to me. This was a halt as well. Halted, opened up right on the 5-minute EMA 12, buy, and then on that 5-minute candle, we go up 15%. So again, you got to be extremely fast, extremely confident, and extremely disciplined. That is the key word to pull off trades like this. And it definitely comes after many, many years of experience. But the discipline is key, because I could have very easily been wrong once, and if I didn't stick to my stop levels, then I get back 4 of my day makers that I just took over 4 different trades. So we have to ensure that one mistake does not take a big step back to erase a lot of small, smart trades. Other than that, when did I stop? There was a clear stop signal for me, and it was watching a 1-minute falling wedge, looking for a 15-minute higher low, playing the bull break, seeing another winner trade. Where was it? Here. So I was watching this pattern, looking for a 15-minute higher low. And I saw this little top at 63.74, a double top at 63.50, and then a 1-minute bull flag. And I entered on the 1-minute bull flag, and we got the bull break, and that's a day maker right there. I didn't sell. I had a day maker in 3 minutes. I got greedy. I did not sell. I stopped out break even. As soon as that happened, you're done. Time out. Not giving it back. And if I had followed through and sold at my target day maker, I would have kept trading until I made a mistake and broke my win streak. But that was a clear sign of greed. You know, you've been taking profit at $2 to $3 this entire time. Why did you not do it that time? And that put me in timeout. So I was done with AMC. Then Arlene in the chat room said, hey, heads up on BB. It's breaking out. And again, these Reddit stocks, money is just flying. And I've seen this happen in penny stocks, but today AMC traded something like $37 billion. Apple traded $7.5 billion. This is insane money. And this is not Reddit. This is huge hedge funds, big money taking advantage. It's short hunting season in 2021. And valuations and fundamentals don't matter at all. And it's all having to do with the mechanics of overexposed shorts and bulls just headhunting them with big money and squeezing them. So BB, Arlene posted about it right about here. And I was loading up for a 15-minute bull break. We got it. Sold too soon, but at that point I was feeling euphoria mode. Give me my gains. I don't want to give any of it back. So scaled out 1520s, 1540s. We ended up closing fairly weak. And again, that's why I never care about leaving money on the table on names like this, because I was selling in the 1520s, and yes, I could have sold in the 16s, but here I am not having any position as we pull back 12% from the high and lower to where I was selling. Give me my day maker. Thank you very much. On to the next trade. Do it again, 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 do it again. What else? TLRY. From there, I just pulled up this chart. I had no intention of trading TLRY. I thought, I'm done for today. And I see this and I say, this looks like a cup and handle. Failed resistance by 22 cents. That's an hourly bull flag. As soon as I saw that, I made an entry. And again, I was loosey-goosey at this point because I'm only risking profits and I'm up a 2-week maker. And I would never have entered on this extended 5-minute move otherwise, but I entered in the 1840s right here, and the bull volume started pouring in, and I swung this position, and I just exited half at 1980 for another 2-day maker over where we closed, and this is absolutely euphoria mode. So there's 2 things that come with euphoria mode. 3 things. Number 1, gratitude for this opportunity to click buttons, absolutely. Number 2, ego check and making sure I'm sticking to my rules and not getting too loosey-goosey. You can get some loosey-goosey going when you're only risking a fraction of profits. That's okay to stay aggressive. But you can't be all willy-nilly. We got the words going today. But you can't, I'm not going to risk, 3/4 of my profits on the day on one trade. I'll risk 10% of my profits on a trade. And you could just tell TLRY was doing what it used to do in its heyday, which was huge volume, strong close, gap up open. Very confident a gap up open was coming. I don't swing often, but I swung TLRY. And I will exit the second half on a gap up open tomorrow. And then I'll look for potentially reloading on an hourly high or low, maybe 5-minute oversold conditions. So tons of volatility out there when you know what to look for. Wait, there are 3 things about euphoria mode. Number 3, have to be aware that the market is in euphoria mode to a certain degree. So it just makes me cautious of everything. And once euphoria mode dries up and once we see these tops hit and these Reddit names pull back 30% plus from their highs, that is when I go into turtle mode and protect those profits and ensure that I adjust my trading style, don't stay aggressive when the market environment shifts. But days like today are just wild. That dollar volume, insanity in all these stocks. A lot of millionaires were made in AMC today from people that don't really understand financial markets, and I think that's awesome. And I also love the fact that more and more, it's becoming more and more clear that this is a giant game of flashing numbers having little to do with reality on many instances. And it is not your grandpappy's stock market anymore. All right, we'll see what kind of opportunities tomorrow gives us. Stay protective. And again, opportunities, right? If you're learning, you're year 1, year 2, I'm year 10, scalping and making it look easy. It's not easy at all. It takes a lot of time and effort, but these opportunities are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. This is the second time that the Reddit stocks have done this insane move. Once in a lifetime opportunity last time. Once in a lifetime opportunity this time. Canadian MJ, once in a lifetime. Crypto, 2 times in the last 4 years. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Learn this skill, and when you have the confidence that you can just sit down and click some buttons and you know you're going to make money, that is an extremely powerful thing to have. And I promise these opportunities are not going anywhere, whether it's on the long side or the short side, whether we're trading anti-gravity technology invented by Johnson & Johnson. We have no idea what we're going to be trading, but there will be consistent opportunity in markets as long as markets exist. There is no rush. Put in the time and the effort. Learn this game. And even if it doesn't start clicking until year 4, that means you got year 4 to year 34 to make this game work for you. Have a good rest of your day. Do good things. See ya tomorrow. More progress from the lilies. That's that big pokeberry from last year. My pathway is becoming crowded. Many of you will remember the princess tree from the corner last year. In another 3 months, it'll be up all the way to the roof.